Welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're going to be looking at a pair of carbon Sidi cycling shoes and how to repair and service the heel and the strap. So these are my shoes. As you can see, they're really well used. I need to replace that, and these are starting to crack. So what happened with my other one, look, I was cycling and it snapped. So I think what happens with these in particular is that they're really good, the ratchet system, but when you take the strap out, I think you bend this back, and I think that bending over lots of time there can eventually break this. So I've ordered some new ones here. I've ordered some new parts. I'm going to do both shoes, but I'll just show you this one in particular. So let's get on. So first things first, we'll replace this heel thing. Now, you've had that on the bike, it's full of crap. I've actually cleaned it out. But what I use to clean it out with, you just get yourself a little pick like that, and then just clean that all out, because you can guarantee it's got all crap in it. And if you put a screwdriver in there and it's not seated properly, you'll strip it. So then get yourself a good Phillips screwdriver. You'll have to push it down quite hard, so I need both hands to do that. So I'll push that in and turn it anti-clockwise, and we'll undo it. It can be hard, which is why you've got to get all the muck out of it, because otherwise if you strip it. So that's undone enough now. So that comes off. So basically just make sure there's no muck or anything in there. And I'll get the new one and we'll put it back. Okay, so there's the new one out of the packet. Look at that, it looks like a... So it's got two little locating pins there, which go in there and there. So you can just put that in there. Now I'm tempted to put a little bit of Loctite on there, just so that that doesn't come loose. So now I'm just going to tighten that up, which I need both hands. Okay, that's done up now. You do have to keep turning it for a bit before it gets tight. So just be careful. Don't obviously over tighten it, but you do have to tighten it up a bit before it. Presumably it's just compressing the plastic towards the carbon. So do that. So that's now done. So it's looking like a new shoe there. Now obviously you can see down there that those cleats are definitely used and looking a bit buggered. And actually it's a bit awkward to clip in and out, because I think it's getting burred over there. So I'm going to replace that, and then it should look like a completely new shoe underneath. So what I'll generally do is get a pencil or something with a mark around the outs there, so you know exactly where it is. I know where mine are because they're just always pushed fully down, but maybe you've got yours set in the middle somewhere. So just get yourself a felt tip pen or a pencil and draw around the outside of that so that you can get it in exactly the same place. So once you've done that, then we can undo these and we can get the next one back in exactly the same place. So I'll do that now. Okay, there's my new pads, my new cleats. But they come with all the new bolts, but I'm not going to use those because I've got titanium ones which are a bit lighter. I'm a bit of a weight weenie. So anyway, I'll get my trusty Allen key and I'll take those off. Okay, now that one's off. These shoes, carbon, because they've got this little plate here, which actually you leave where it is, and then it means you can get your cleat always back in the same. New cleat out the box, and it's got another one of those tucked in. If you look at the bottom there, it's got one of those already in there. So I need to take that out. I'm not obviously. I can just take this out, and then we'll use the one that's already screwed to my. Okay, that's off. So the great thing about this system is that literally just sits straight back there, and it'll go in exactly the same place. Now, you don't want a lot of oil around it, but I'm going to put a tiny bit of oil on each one of those bolts just to make sure it doesn't like rust in the rain or whatever. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I can put all those back. Okay, when you put them in, just tighten it very, very loosely, because there's still a bit of movement, even though there's this bit here to sort of stop it moving too far. So it moves that way. So you want to make sure that's all centered up there. Make sure it's all parallel with the line down the bottom there, and then we can just tighten those up. So I'll go around now and tighten those up. Okay, so these are titanium. They're all tightened up, but that one's actually a normal one because it came loose one day when I was cycling, and I lost the titanium one. So what I do after I've tightened them up now is I put a little mark on each one, like that, and like that, and with a permanent marker. And then basically at the end of the, when I take my shoes off at the end of the ride, I can just check that they're all upright, and if they're not, then I know I need to tighten one up, so it saves me actually physically getting my tools out to check that they're tight. So look at that now, it's looking like a completely new shoe. New heel and new cleat, and yeah. So now we'll turn it over and we'll try and sort out this one. If you remember that the other one had snapped off, so I'm going to replace this. So we'll do that now. Okay, the way you get these out is I need both hands, but if I wiggle this that way and pull at the same time, when I twist this like that, it means that the grooves sort of come up on top of each other and it'll come out. So I do need both hands for that, but I'll do it. So that's come out. So you're wiggling it like that and pulling at the same time, and it'll come out. So look, this is the one that hasn't yet cracked. But look, oh, there you are. Look, if you push there, you can see. Look, that was about to go. So that hadn't got many more rides, and that would probably gone out when I was out on the road. But I'm sure that a lot of that comes from when you bend this back like that. Look, that snaps. So this one is toast, but we actually have to take this bit out before we replace it. So I'll do that now. It just pushes up like that. Look, you just push it up, and then it should pull out like that. You know, pushes out. So that's the bit that is junk, and we'll throw that along with all the other bits there that we don't need. I'll get the new one out of the packet. There's a new strap. Let's just stick this in there. I'll need 2 hands for that. Yeah. Okay, I've pushed that strap in. So now we can basically, when you took the old one out, you should remember just to look at what number you've got yours set at, and then you'll know exactly where to put it back in. But again, I'm going to push that back in, and just literally just pop it in there and push hard. So I'll do that. Okay, my setting was 4, so she's at 4. So that's it. So just try it, and we'll pop it in here. There we are. So there we've done it. We've fully, in effect, so we've replaced that. We've replaced that strap. Look on the shoe. Put a nice new cleat on it, and a nice new heel. So there, you've done it. These shoes should last you a long time if you look after them and replace these bits as they wear out. I mean, these they're expensive shoes, and they're they'll last you a long time as long as you look after them. So there it is. You've done it. Hopefully that's helped you help someone out to service their shoes and get more life out of them. Yeah, I think if I had these about 3 years, I've had that strap. So yeah, about 3 years. And it's gone, so yeah, get some more years out of these easily. So hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down and tell me why, and hope to see you back on the channel. You can do it.